What's going on, everybody? We are back with another Dokkan battle video for you guys, and today, just now, you guys can see the time right there in the bottom right. We are just under 3 hours away from the Dokkan Now live stream, but of course, this was expected if you've been playing Dokkan for this long and you know how the worldwide celebration goes. The data download has officially hit for the global version. The JP version, I'm not sure yet, but either way, that's all that matters to us. And now we have on DBZ.space everything in English for the translations for the new units that are coming, and it looks like it's going to be in a couple of hours, either during the broadcast or after the broadcast, maybe even before. The banners will be going live, and we will be able to summon finally, actually. But right now, we're going to talk about everything we need to know about every single one of these units, the LRs that are dropping on the banners, and apparently this mysterious new card here, this Goku. Also, you guys can see the time for when these cards should be dropping, which is also when the banners should be dropping, but we'll see. But let's get into it. Let's finally start talking about the units. First, we're going to start off with the banner units being the Piccolo and the third form Frieza. So Piccolo does not turn into a Piccolo Gohan acrylic card. He just stays Piccolo, and that's cool. So let's talk about this Piccolo. He is a tech unit. That's interesting. Planet Namek Saga category key +3, HP attack and defense plus 130%. Not 120%. It looks like, I kind of looked at the stuff about the LRs. Not too much. I didn't look at everything about them, but it looks like, you know, some of the information about the leader skills. It looks like the leader skills are starting to improve, and there is a big power creep coming. But this is Piccolo's leader skill, of course. His super attack, Desperate Covering Fire. This Piccolo's based on when he was covering for Goku, when he was charging the Spirit Bomb. He causes supreme damage to enemy and lowers attack and defense. That's solid. That's a solid super attack effect. Now we're going to look at his kit, the passive skill, the link skills, of course. Attack and defense plus 60%. Plus an additional attack plus 20% at start of each turn, up to 60%. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 20% with each attack performed, up to 60%. Interesting. Very, very interesting. He could get a lot of attack and defense. That's very nice. That's upwards to about 180%. That's pretty nice. High chance of randomly changing key spears of a certain type to rainbow key spears. That's all that it needs. So it's a 50% chance to go from a certain type to rainbow. That's cool. Then recovers 6% HP per rainbow key spear obtained. Nice. And lastly, here we go. Yes, more support. Planet Namek Saga category allies key +3 and attack and defense plus 40%. Amazing. That is amazing right there. Great support key wise, attack and defense wise, buffs to offensive and defensive units. This Piccolo is a very good card. He may not be like hitting hard. He looks like he can hit hard if you have him rainbow, link level 10, all that good stuff. He looks like a very solid unit, and that's a very good leader skill, Planet Namek Saga, you know. That's a very good leader skill. Now, we're going to talk about the third form Frieza. If you guys have been enjoying this video so far, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, hit that notification when videos go live. Like I said, at midnight, we're going to be streaming the Dokkan Now. Some of the animations are out for like the active skill. Well, I haven't seen the active skill actually, but the 12 and 18 key super attacks for the Goku and Friezas, I've seen them. I've taken a look at them. You know, all that good stuff. If you don't want to look at them and you want to wait till the Dokkan Now, just do not go on Twitter. I'm not going to put those out until Dokkan officially puts those out, and I'll upload it as a short, of course. Now, the Frieza, third form Frieza, he introduces. This LR Frieza will be introducing a new category, as expected. Sworn Enemies. Category key +3, HP attack and defense plus 130%, just like the Piccolo. Frieza raises his attack infinitely. Interesting. And he raises defense for 1 turn and causes supreme damage to enemy. That is impressive. This Frieza is going to be very good. He will be a good friend alongside the tech transforming Frieza, which is getting an easy A. I forgot to talk about him. I'll bring him up real quick and talk about his information. Also, as well, the new LR Frieza, of course. We can see his type. Well, I'll get to that in a bit. Attack and defense plus 70%, plus an additional attack and defense plus 70%, with each attack performed up to 70%. So he's similar to Piccolo, but he can get even more. Well, it's not. Piccolo can get 180%. This Frieza could get, it looks like, 140%, which is not bad anyway. It's because he raises his attack infinitely, and he already raises his defense for 1 turn. So this Frieza will actually, in the long event, in a longer event, he will be much better than Piccolo. So that's good. 50% chance, high chance of launching up to 2 additional attacks, each of which has a high chance of becoming a super attack. Very interesting. It's like Easy A physical final form cooler all over again. So he has a 50% chance to do up to 2 additionals, which also have a 50% chance of doing supers. Very interesting. And just like the Piccolo, he is a support for his category. Sworn enemies category allies key +3. And attack and defense plus 40%. Very good. These 2 units are very good, and they're going to be very good teams for, you know, the categories they are on. They're going to be very good units for the categories they're on. I'm talking too fast right now. I'm just excited, really. And then the link skills. These are the link skills for the Frieza. I forgot to talk about the link skills of Piccolo. You can see them all right here as well. And lastly, before we jump into the LRs, we're going to talk about this Super Saiyan Goku. I do not know where this guy came from, really. I think he might have something to do with the new challenge event that's coming out, possibly. You know, the series of challenging fights, whatever the name of it was for that event. We will see. It's interesting. Oh no! Would you look at that? Wow! Wow! If you guys, wow! Oh my God! They actually did this. If you guys didn't know, this is one of the oldest cards in Dokkan right here. This STR Super Saiyan Goku, I think I have him on my global account or JP account. One of the 2 accounts, I have him. But this means 2 things. 1, he is returning to the general pool. And 2, he is getting, as you can see, a Dokkan Awakening. I didn't even notice that. That's amazing. One of the oldest cards in the game. This card is 5 years old, well, 6 years old, basically. That is awesome. Wow. That's awesome. That is crazy. All right, let's take a look at this information. Turtle School, category key +3, HP attack and defense plus 120%, or all types key +3, HP attack and defense plus 70%. That's very good. That's a very good leader skill. Roshi is still the ideal unit. Actually, no, he has a better leader skill, Roshi, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. It's still a very good leader skill either way. And as Goku raises attack and defense for 5 turns and causes supreme damage to enemy. I mean, it's basically infinite. If you leave the Goku on rotation, he'll be getting an infinite amount of, you know, attack and defense. Let's take a look at his stats when he's maxed out. And orbs, he's 100%. Not bad stats at all. They're not bad, you know. That's pretty good stats right there. His cost is 40. His passive, attack and defense plus 50%. Plus an additional attack plus 50% when HP is 50% or more, plus an additional attack plus 50% for 5 turns from the start of turn, plus an additional attack and defense when performing a super attack. He's solid. He looks solid. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 50% again when key is 5 or more, plus an additional attack and defense plus 10% with each attack performed. What a surprise, up to 50%. He'll be very good at the start of a fight. Yeah, he's going to be very solid. And then remember, he raises his attack and defense for 5 turns. But if you, like I said, if you're keeping him on rotation, he will be reaching high numbers in a longer event, like the Legendary Goku event. He's a unit you can bring in the Legendary Goku event. Maybe not the God of Destruction event. We'll see about the new challenging event. I'll make a video of that when it drops. I might. Oh no. Well, actually, you know. Remember, I don't think I have this guy. I may possibly pull him anyway during the summoning when it drops. And in his links, not too many links right there. He does have Fierce Battle. Looks like he'll be awakening from maybe potentially the new Super Saiyan Goku Dokkan stage, you know, the LR one. And now it's time. The moment has arrived. We are going to be talking about the LRs. It is time. Goku's category. Goku introduces the Legendary Existence category. I'll show off both categories before we end off this video. And he is also a Super Saiyans category leader. That's not really surprising. I thought he'd be Namek Saga, but the other unit, well, yeah, I don't want to say much about that. But very interesting. Let's see what he's like. Okay, well, maxed out, he's like that at 55. Well, this is without hidden potential, and then 100%. Very interesting. Defense is a bit low, but he high attack, very high attack and HP. Take a look at his leader skill. Usually it's like 170% and 130%. It's a buff right here. It looks like the power creep is beginning to happen. Hey, maybe one day we'll have a 200% leader finally, officially in Dokkan. But here it is. It is time. Goku's 12 key super attack is Super Kamehameha, or is that his 18 key? Let's take a look. Okay, no, that is his 18 key. All right, for his 12 key, he raises his defense infinitely. That is all it took for him to be better than, potentially better than LR Super Saiyan, LR Super Saiyan, LR Ultra Instinct Goku. That is all it took for them to be better than, potentially, both of the, wow, both of these 6-year anniversary cards. And honestly, it's not a stretch to say already right now before any showcases. Obviously, other people will be making showcases. I don't do any showcases like that. I don't have private server access, but this guy and this Frieza will definitely be better, definitely, than Vegito and the LR Buon. They're both very good cards. I'm not trying to say they're not, but it's not easy. It's not hard to say that these two could potentially, at some point, one of your favorite Dokkan YouTubers is going to say these are the two best cards in the game. Very well could possibly happen, but on his 12 key, he raises defense infinitely and causes mega colossal damage to enemy. And on his 18 key, he raises attack and causes mega colossal damage to enemy. Wow, very, very impressive. Very impressive right there. All right, let's talk about his passive skill and potentially what we're about to see, his active skill. Okay. The Super Saiyan's Final Showdown. Oh, looks like the active skill isn't here. Oh, unfortunately. I'll see if I could find it before the video ends. I'll find it if I can find the conditions and all that. All right. The Super Saiyan's Final Showdown. Key +2 and attack and defense 159%. The 59%, that's a Goku thing because 5'9", that makes up Goku's name essentially, almost. Launches an additional super attack within the same turn after receiving attack. Damn. Yeah, he's going to be doing some, and this is going to be a 12 key, so you'll be raising your defense. Okay, impressive. Plus an additional attack plus 59%, additional attack plus 59%, and medium chance of launching an additional super attack as the second or third attacker in the turn. Wow. Wow. Well, okay, oh, right. So this portion right here, where he launches an additional super attack within the same turn after receiving an attack, he'll have to be attacking first. He'll have to be attacking first. So it doesn't say it obviously, but he'll have to be attacking first, clearly. Okay, and then the second part, well, you know, this is what happens when you're a second or third attacker. Think of the 5-year LRs. It's kind of like that. Key +1 at start of each turn up to 3. Shouldn't be a problem for him with Key getting his super attacks, you know. Plus an additional attack plus 59% when there is an extreme class enemy. Very impressive. In a lot of the Super Battle Royale stages that he can be featured in, you'll be facing off against some extreme class enemies. Very good. And the new event that's coming, some of the stages will be like villains only, so he'll be very good. And lastly, well, this isn't surprising, just like his father Bardock, performs a critical hit when there is an enemy whose name includes Frieza. So every single Frieza enemy in the game, in the history of Dokkan, is now at the mercy of this LR Super Saiyan Goku. And by the way, his typing is int. Why did I forget to mention that? Damn. I was hoping he would be physical, but you know, I'm just saying that because I don't have GT Super Saiyan Goku. But this guy looks very impressive, and he will definitely be one of the best units in the game. I'm not gonna proclaim he's the best unit. That's for some of your other YouTubers, but he's gonna be amazing. It's amazing to see that. Now let's talk about Frieza. I'm curious. Some things might be parallel or mirror Goku. So we'll see. Like, for example, he might be able to perform a critical hit against Goku units. We'll see. Frieza's category. Sworn Enemies, that's the new category. And he is a Planet Namek Saga category leader. The best Planet Namek Saga category leader, honestly. Key +3, HP attack 170, and defense 150, similar to Goku. Frieza, his super attack. First off. Okay, so Frieza raises his attack infinitely on his 12 key super attack mega colossal damage, and on his 18 key he raises his defense and causes mega colossal damage. So it's reversed with Goku. Yeah, a lot of the things are going to be reversed with these two units, and these are his stats when he's maxed out, of course, and 100% in the hidden potential, of course. Now his passive as well, the Emperor's Final Showdown, key +2 and attack and defense +100%. Lower than Goku's. Interesting. But we'll see. I see some interesting stuff already. Okay. Launches an additional super attack within the same turn after receiving attack, just like Goku. medium chance, 30% chance of launching an additional super attack as the second or third attacker in the turn, just like Goku, plus an additional attack and defense plus 100% for 6 turns from start of turn. Attack plus 50% starting from the 7th turn. Okay, that's the difference. That's the main difference right there between these 2 units. Key plus 1 at start of turn up to 3, plus an additional attack plus 50% when there is a super class enemy. So that all this is one thing or one condition right here. Of course, yeah. Goku was a similar, right? It has to be. Yes, he was. Yeah. So this is all one condition right there. And then the last bit of Frieza super attack. It says performs just like I guessed it before even seeing it. But he performs a critical hit when there is an enemy whose name includes Goku, Youth, Captain Ginyu Jr., etc. excluded. It has to be the main timeline Goku, of course, as long as it's not Kid Goku. So both of these guys will be able to perform critical hits on each other in any event that you bring them on. But if you have them together on one team, well, damn. Well, that would be interesting, but you know, that would be these two on one team together because they will be on, of course, the Planet Namek Saga. That is very, very, very impressive. Alright, well, I found the active skill conditions for both the units. I'm going to read them off right now. Shout out to this guy, Slightly Annie, on Twitter. He, I guess he also is a access to the private service, so that's good. So we can see all the information. Go check him out on Twitter. Well, you know, make sure you do that. And here is the active skill condition for both units. So, Angry Kamehameha, they already teased since the preview, the pre-launch preview, that these were going to be the active skills. So, the condition can be activated when facing only one enemy whose class is extreme class and HP is 30% or less. Not really, you know, the best active skill. It's there's gonna be a lot of negativity towards it. It really, and understandably so. You know, I'll tell you one thing: it'll be much easier to get this compared to LR AGL Gohan. The thing is, of course, maybe if the HP was a bit higher. The thing is also too, the HP restriction. It's because of Frieza. You know, Frieza was basically weak. You know, he was super weak. There was nothing much left he could do to Goku. So that's why the HP condition is just like that. And, you know, 30% or less. And the enemy has to be only one whose class is extreme. Well, it'll be helpful in events like, of course, the, you know, God Destruction event. Because, you know, you still have a long way to go when the enemy has 30% or less health. So you can still easily get one-shotted and killed. But, I mean, yeah. And the active skill effect greatly raises attack temporarily and does ultimate damage to enemy. I think LR, AGL, Ultra Instinct Goku. I think Ultra Instinct Goku has the same effect, but that's not bad. That's not bad. As for the Frieza, it's mirroring the Goku. It mirrors the Goku, except there are a couple things. Really just super class. So, obviously facing only one enemy, whose class is super class, and HP is 30% or less. And Frieza has the same active skill effect as the Goku. So, disappointing active skills, but, you know, very powerful units in the end. However, they are very powerful units, though. So, I mean, even if you barely get a chance to see the active skills, it's not going to gatekeep what the possibilities of these super cards can do, and they're both going to be amazing. And the last thing for today's video is just this. We're going to take a look at the 2 new categories, Legendary Existence and Sworn Enemies. I've already taken a look at both of them. The number of cards in there, 101 for Legendary Existence, Goku's category, 156 for Sworn Enemies, Frieza's category. It's a very limited category just based on the characters. So Legendary Existence, any Namek Goku really will be a part of this because, well, this was his first transformation as a Super Saiyan, so it was legendary. Majin Buu, you know, Majin Buu was like a fabled character as well until his appearance in you know, DBZ. Demon King Piccolo, yeah, you know, they still talk about him anytime you watch Dragon Ball, where it's Super or Z. Then when they bring up Demon King Piccolo, like how happened with Cell. Then you have Bojack, you know, you have Bojack as well. That was interesting. Beerus, God Destruction, well, you know, that too. Super Saiyan God Goku, the appearance of the first Super Saiyan God in thousands of years, of course. There's some of the dynamic Gokus I was talking about. Hopefully this guy receives an EZA. Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, do I even need to say more? Bardock turning into Super Saiyan against Shield was considered legendary because Bardock had gone back in time, and that was like the appearance of that was like the first appearance of a Super Saiyan, so that was interesting as well. By the way, oh, transforming Bojack is here, which is very nice. That's very good. The legendary assassin from Universe 6 hit, although this guy is very disappointing. We need an LR hit to amend for those mistakes. EZA, legendary Super Saiyan Broly, is here, of course, as well. Ultra Instinct and Ultra Instinct Sign, which means LR. You can say easily the two best LRs in the game. This Goku and the new Goku coming out in a couple hours are in the same category. Very, very interesting. And then a couple more Super Saiyan God Gokus. Oh, transforming Super Saiyan Goku is here. Very interesting as well. That's very interesting. LR Tech Broly transforming, of course. The SCR Namek Goku transforming Koshigo Super Saiyan, transforming Bardock, and physical Beerus are all here. So this is a solid category, legitimately. And then the Sworn Enemies category, this will be the last thing for today's video. Before we go live, of course, in about 2 hours from now. So, the new Friezas are here. This category basically is Sworn Enemies to Goku, I guess you could say. It doesn't say to Goku, but Sworn Enemies. These are all the enemies Goku has ever fought, and they are his sworn enemies. Cell, Frieza, General Tao. This is the global version of DBZ.space that I'm looking at. LR General Tao will be here eventually once he comes to global, but I'm sure if you take a look at it on JP, even though that data download hasn't happened, he will be on there, on this category, so that's pretty nice. We have a bunch of Friezas, whatever transformation it may be. Same goes for Cell, same goes for Majin Buu, so, you know, it's very small category in terms of the characters, but obviously there's a lot of cards here of all these characters in Dokkan. Demon King Piccolo, no surprise, is here as well. Anyone else? Mecha Frieza, you know, Cyber Tao, you know, as well. The Angel versions of Cell and Frieza, even the Dragon Ball Super versions of Frieza. Transforming Golden Frieza, fantastic. The Int Golden Frieza, eventually one day he will get an EZA. The STR Final Form Frieza from like the, you know, the 250 download celebration, and then LR Butanks, I should say, LR Cell, even the AGL Final Form Frieza. So these are two very interesting categories. Of course, also right here is Tech Transforming Frieza in this category, along with EZA First Form Frieza and Final Form Frieza. So these are all very good categories, really, all in all. So it's going to be very interesting, these two categories. But that is it. That is all the information I have to give for you guys. I will be uploading the, you know, shorts, respectively, for the units, Goku and Piccolo, and then Frieza and Third Form Frieza. So be ready for that. And then after that, we are 2 hours away now, as I'm recording, from the stream. So make sure you guys are ready. Make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, hit those notifications, set a reminder if you take a look on your subscription tab. If you are already subscribed here, you can set a reminder for the stream, and I will be seeing you guys there for the stream. And with that, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.